G'day people, this is Sharpino here, welcome you guys to week 9 of the PMC League battles. This week we're taking on the Seattle Smeargles. Best of luck to them. Let's quickly go ahead and have a look at his team. If you haven't seen the team builder will be in the channel. Okay, so let's have a look at his team. Holy moly. So he's got the Glyskar, the Rotom Heat, the Kieran Black, the Victini, which we thought it was going to bring last time, but he's brought it this time. The Escadrille and the Hippopotas. So, two Pokemon that we did not see in our last battle. Let me go ahead and quickly get that update. So, no Mr. Mime, no Delibird, no Scrafty Vaporeon, none of those. And then no Roserade. So that's our 6 Pokemon. Alright, so look at his team here. I got a feeling he'll try to get things kicking off with that Hippopotas. So, what we can do is, okay, so, one of two things. He can start with the Escadrille, he can start with the Hippopotas, or even Victini if he wants to really try to go for that choice card. So, we can actually try to, because I got a feeling that Glyce's going to be a Toxic Stall setup. So we can try and get Pancakes in right away, start doing some setting up. I think that would benefit us to the fullest. So I'm going to go ahead, best of luck to the Seattle Smeargles. And hopefully we do well. If we win this match, this could cement our place in the playoffs amidst the next week's battle against the Third. So, you know, we've got a big uphill battle next week. But we'll see how we go with that here. So here we go. You are challenging Kura, who is Sketch, who is the Seattle Smeargles. We start off with Pancakes, the Snorlax here. Let us hope we made the right call. Let's hope we made the right call. V4, that is Victini. Alright, so I don't know what set this Victini has. So let me just quickly run some calcs. I want to just double check something. So Victini, I just want to quickly go ahead and see what moveset it has. Just because I've never really, I mean I have fought a Victini, but I just want to see all of its coverage. I just want to see if it gets access to any fighting type moves. Let's see, fighting type moves. It does get access to Reversal and Final Gambit, and Brick Break, and Focus Blast. Well, geez, doesn't that really set us up for a lot of uncertainty? So, what I could do is, I mean, now I wish I would have brought a Houndoom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. One of two things are going to happen here. He's going to go for Bolt Strike, he could go for Blue Flare, he could go for so many different things. I'm honestly going to swap into Cresselia just to see what this big team wants to do to us. I actually want to see, I want to scout for damage to see what kind of item he has. He does go for a U-turn, so that was a good move on his part to do that. So he's going to go ahead and swap out here. Very unfortunate that we kind of fell for that one, but you know, it is what it is. Let's go ahead, let's add, let's see, so Victini. We don't know, it could still be a Scarf, it still could be a Choice Band, you don't know. Actually, hang on, we can actually check out. Let me quickly go ahead and get the calcs back up. Let me see how that damage. So let's go with Cresselia. Let's go defensive. Against Victini. And let's go with a U-turn. U-turn. So, U-turn on Victini from Hippopotas. Interesting. Interesting. That he's brought this Hippopotas here for some reason. That's interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and set up Substitute here. Because Hungry really can't do much to us. I'm going to go ahead, get that set up. Get the Substitute going. He's going to go for Toxic. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, boy. So now what we can do is we can go ahead. Now, we can do one of two things here. Because we could try to accept one Carmine, but I'm afraid he's going to try to bring in something. So, I'm just going to go for a Moonlight just to get our health back up. Actually, now I think about it, that could be a Sandforce Excadrill. Ooh, that could be scary. That could be scary. But just in case he does break through the sub, we want to try to go ahead and make sure that we do get our one chance to heal up. So he's going to go ahead and withdraw. So we can see Toxic. In comes Toaster, the Rotom. So let's see, we're seeing Toxic from Hippopotas. So we go for Moonlight. There we go. I was going to say, I thought it was Moonblast for a second. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, okay, apparently the sand reduces the amount of health that you can recover with Moonlight. I didn't know that. But we're going to go ahead. I just want to see what this Rotom really wants to do here, because I mean, Rotom really can't do much else. I mean, we can try to see if we have speed. I'm going to go ahead and set up a Calm Mind here. He does outspeed. He does go for the Volt Switch. Will that break the sub though? He doesn't break the sub. He doesn't break the sub, so we see Volt Switch with that. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna run along with that one. And yeah, he's gonna bring back out the Victini. So we're gonna go ahead and get one setup of one good setup of Calm Mind up, which is good. I want the stand to go away so I can actually Moonlight to the fullest. But see, here's the thing, he could actually try to go ahead and go for some sort of move to try to break the sub. Which if he does, that's fine. I'll just go ahead and use another substitute and then we're still clear. Because I've got a feeling this Victini is going to try to do something here, so, you know. So we do get left-edge recovery. I'm going to go ahead and just go for another substitute because I've got a feeling he's going to go for a move that's going to try to break the sub. He's going to go for U-turn here, so we made the right call in going for that substitute there. That's more likely going to break the sub. There we go, so we made the right call. Hey. So yeah, I'm just curious to see what he's trying to do here, because I mean he's just playing around here, ball switching and toxicking and U-turning. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You know, we're just making the calls. The Toast's going to come back in, which is the this Rotom here, as we do go ahead and start that substitute once again. And the Sandstorm has subsided, so that actually works out for us very well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to go ahead and bring ourselves back up to full health with the Moonlight. So bring ourselves back to full health. If he wants to Volt Switch to go back into Dark Pulse. But he doesn't break the sub. Dark Pulse. Alright, I'm trying to see where he's trying to go with this. And now we're back at full health, which is awesome. Now I've got a feeling he's going to actually, I've got a feeling he will actually break the sub on this next Dark Pulse. I'm going to go for another substitute here. He's going to go for another Dark Pulse. Did he break the substitute? We are only just +1. He did break the substitute. Gotta love when a plan comes to play. Yes, you do. Oh boy, so he's just letting me just do this, and I mean, look, I'm not gonna say no to it, but I mean, like, he's just letting me do this. It's like, don't you see this? It's pretty much like week 5 when I was versing Dolphin. Like, it's basically going to become a point where you're not really doing anything, and you need to do. He's gonna go ahead and swap out. He probably could have gone for a Volt Switch. Drill him. So probably something he probably should have gone to way back then, and that's Sand Force. So that's not Mold Breaker, that is Sand Force. So that's actually good because now Earthquake doesn't hurt us. So, you know, like that works out for us there. But I'm curious to see what this Escadrille wants to really do to us. Because we're full sub, he hasn't done anything to us, so I'm going to go ahead and he possibly... What moves does Escadrille have? Is Escadrille getting access to Dark-type moves? Hang on, let me a second. Let me just check Escadrille. Does it get access? I think I saw Brutal Swing last time I saw Escadrille. Let me just go ahead. Does it get access to Brutal Swing? It does get access to Brutal Swing. So he's going to try to go for Brutal Swing? And will it break the sub if it does? Because, I mean, it's not Stab. So I'm going to go for another Calm Mind, expecting him to go for Brutal Swing. Shadow Claw. Ooh, with a high crit chance. I don't like that. I don't like that. And the substitute fate. Oh, that's going to be bad. Oh, no. And that's Life Orb. Ah, that's why it freaking broke it. Okay, so let's do a Shadow Claw. Okay, this is kind of bad right now. I don't want a Shadow Claw really going to do a lot of damage to us. But in saying that though, we're going to give up all of our stuff. But really, let me just quickly calc something here. Let me quickly go ahead and just calc something. Let me go ahead and check Cresselia. +3. Let's go Escadrille. AU Sand Rush, because I got a feeling that's what it is. It's just AU Sand Rush. Moonblast. Okay, here we go. We've got Moonblast. +3 Moonblast. How much are you doing? You're doing jack shit. You are doing jack shit. And then let's go on the flip side of it. Let's go with Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw from an Escadrille with Life Orb. That's only going to do 35%. So we should be still good to go for a substitute then. That's fine. If at maximum he could do 35%, he's going to go for a Shadow Claw. We are maximum defense. That was a crit, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. Well, then that's fine then. We can just go ahead and just like, we can try to whittle down his health with the Shadow Claw with the Life Orb. I guess that is a way we can play around it, but that Shadow Claw is really doing the finest of work against my Krookodiles here. So, going to go ahead, he's going to take super effective here, we're going to lose the substitute. I'm going to see Life Orb take effect there. So, why is it doing more than 35%? That's what I want to know, because on here, plus attack, well, I mean, yeah, I'm just confused. I don't understand why it's doing so much more damage than what I originally anticipated, because on here, Escadrille max attack is doing this much damage. It says 35% here, 4 hit KO. But that's not a 4 hit KO, that is definitely a lot more than 4 hits. So, I'm going to go for a substitute again. Unless he's trying to bank on a crit. It's the only thing that's going to be the difference makers. If he's going to bank on a crit, trying to kill me, maybe he's realizing now what I'm trying to do. He's going to go for Iron Head. So he swapped his strategy. Why is it doing so much? I thought I've got... He got the flinch. He got the flinch. Right, let me check my... Let me just check my... Let me check my Krookodiles, but I'm pretty sure I sent... 1 second. Why is it doing so much damage? Krookodiles. Where are you? Yeah, max HP, max defense. So I don't understand why it's doing a lot more than what it would. So I'm going to go ahead and swap here. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Krookodile, expecting him to go for another Shadow Claw here. Unfortunately, we are giving up our +3 attack and defense, but I need to find out what is going on, because that is doing more damage than what the calcs are telling me. So he's going to go for that Shadow Claw. Not going to do too much there, which is fine. Now, he's at a point where Earthquake will in fact go ahead and get the kill. Now, on his team, he doesn't really have any, oh, except for Rotom Heat. Sorry, my bad, he does have an immunity. So, I'm going to go for... Will Pursuit kill? I mean, is it even worth going for a Pursuit? I'm going to go for a knockoff. I'm going to expect him to... he's going to swap out here. Fantastic. We do go for the knockoff. Batman. That is the Gliscard. Fantastic. We're going to go ahead and knock off that Toxic Orb so you can't do that bullshit shenanigans. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck that bullshit. So now he hasn't got that, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Snorlax here, because Snorlax is going to be a good answer for this Gliscard, because now... he really can't do anything to us. He really can't do anything to us at all. So we're going to see him go for a substitute. So if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty much the exact same build that what he did last time, which was Protect, Knockoff, Substitute, Protect. That was the moveset. So I'm free to go ahead and start setting up some curses on this Pokemon right here. If he's got Toxic, that's fine. We've got Rest. That's not really an issue, because once I start setting up the curses, that's not really an issue. He's going to go for Toxic here, so I'm pretty much seeing a pattern from our last battle over here. So let's go ahead and check this, let's see, Gliscard. Okay, so we've seen Substitute, and we've seen Toxic. If I had to guess his last two moves, like I said, it would probably be the, I can't even talk. Alright, so... now comes a point, I'm going to go for one more curse, and then I'll go for a rest. That's pretty much where I'm going to sit right there. He could have Earthquake, but we are +1 now, so I'm not that worried, to be honest. TBH. He's going to go for a Roost. Ooh! Changes it up with the Roost, so maybe he doesn't have Protect. Maybe he has Substitute Toxic, unless this is just a complete stalling, complete stall-fest Gliscard. I mean, if it is, like, that's fine, but we're now at +2 attack and defense. Got that phone there for a reason. Nope. Alright, so that Toxic is going to start stacking up on this. So now what I think we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and fire off the rest right now. So just in case he wants to go for a knockoff now, he's going to go ahead and withdraw here. He's going to bring in Toaster, which is this Rotom here. So I'm interested to see what he wants to do with this this Toaster here. So we do get the rest off, which is good. Probably could have gone for a Voice Slam, but he actually gave up the Substitute, which I'm a little bit confused about, but if it works, I guess. I mean, if it works for him. So I'm going to go for Sleep Talk, and let's see if we can hit that +2 body slam. But I think that's he's got the trick. That's Choice Specs, isn't it? Choice Scarf. So he's locked out Snorlax, and we go for Rest. He had Trick on us. Alrighty, so let me see here. So Trick. I'm going to go for one more Sleep Talk, and hopefully we can hit that body slam. If we don't hit the body slam, he's going to now double back. He's probably going to go back into the Glycecar. Hungry, which is the Hippopotas. So he's going to try to get that Sandstorm back up. So this is a very interesting battle. So this is a lot better paced than last time I was battling him. So we are going to go for the Sleep Talk. And we get the body slam? Yes, we do. We get that +2 body slam. How much damage is it going to do to Hungry? It's going to do a little bit of damage, and unfortunately, we really can't do much else. So, what I can do is now I'm going to go ahead and swap. Now, he could go for Toxic, which I got a feeling he's going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and swap into Skarmory, because I don't think there's really anything Skarmory could do to anything like Toxic. I don't think there's anything this Hippopotas could do to us. He's going to go for Toxic again. So he's expecting us to outspeed and stay in. Not happening. Yep, not happening today. So we're going to go for the Stealth Rock here. He's probably going to double back into the Victini. If I had to guess which Pokemon he's going to go back into. Unfortunately, we've lost a lot of our pretty much power with the having now Snorlax Scarf. Was it tricked into Scarf? Interesting how he had the Scarf on the Actually, I should have picked up on that when he outsped my Cresselia. Now that I think about it. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. He's going to go ahead and bring in either Escadrille or V4. Okay, so he's going to bring in this little guy over here. We're going to go ahead and set up the spikes here. Now, the Sandstorm's going to hit the Victini, which is good. Now I'm just trying to think what moves he can go for. He could go for U-turn again, or he can go for an actual Fire-type move, which I really don't want to see here, but at this point, we can actually we should do that. I'm going to go and swap into Pelipper, expecting him to go for the V-Create. If he goes for the V-Create, that works out for us just fine. The only thing is if he goes for the Electric-type move, then we're fucked. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Pelipper. We do have the Wakam Berry to kind of reduce the hit, but let's see what this Victini wants to do here. So the rain is here, he goes for V-Create. Predictions! Love it, people! Love it. So we predicted that V-Create to come through here, so that V-Create. So now we got to basically decide, or he's got to basically decide which Pokemon he wants to bring in. So now, looking at his Pokemon, what Pokemon we want to come in on a Pelipper Surf? Kyurem Black, maybe? So, only the Kyurem Black is the only one I can think of. So I'm going to go for a, because the Kyurem Black obviously resisted, it's been Dragon Electric. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for Hurricane, expecting him to swap out here. He knows he can't take a Surf, so we're going to Hungry. This guy wanted just to get rid of the he just wanted to get rid of the Surf. So we do go there. We're going to go show a Hurricane coming off, which is probably not going to get the kill. We do get the Confusion though, which is nice. We do get buffeted by the Sandstorm, unfortunate. But now I'm going to go ahead and swap into the Shield again. And maybe we can start setting up some spikes, which would be nice. I don't think Hippopotas really can do anything to Pelipper, unless he's just giving it up. Or maybe if he wants to set up his rocks here, that's the other thing as well. So either he's letting it go, or he's expecting me, but I went for Hurricane, expecting him to bring in the Kyurem Black. But you know, that works too, I guess. I guess that works too. He's confused. Does he hit himself a Confusion? He doesn't. He goes for Stealth Rock. Okay, so he did get his rocks up, so probably should have gone for the Surf there to... Actually, yeah, I think we pretty much should have just gone ahead and killed it. I'm going to go ahead and start setting up some spikes here, because now he really can't do anything. He's going to stay in. We're going to keep going for spikes here. What could he want to do here? What does he want to do? Does he kill himself? He's just letting it go. He hits himself with confusion. Okay. I'm just going to go for a Brave Bird because now I'm not liking the fact that this Hungry is just staying in here. So I'm going to go for a Brave Bird. We are revealing the fact that we are Brave Bird, but I mean, Scarpy gets a kill, so I mean, that's a good thing. I don't want to risk Hungry setting up anything else other than the Stealth Rocks. I probably should, like I said, kill the Scarpy when I had a chance. So Hippopotas is killed by Skarmory. And Victini's back, takes the rocks and takes a little bit of spikes damage as well. So, yeah, he's really taken it. But unfortunately now, I've got a feeling he's going to try to go for the electric type move now because he knows that we're going to swap into Beach Boy here. I'm going to go ahead and swap into Snorlax just to take whatever he's going to dish out to us. Because at this point, I really don't see Snorlax being useful at all because Scarf Snorlax cannot outspeed shit. So let's see him go for his move. Does he go, in fact, for the V-Create? He went for Bolt Strike, so I predicted him going for that. I could have swapped into the Krookodile, but I didn't want to predict him doing anything else that would kind of risk that. So he did have the Bolt Strike. The Sandstorm does subside. I'm going to go for a Body Slam here. At this point, we really can't do anything else. So he just goes for another Bolt Strike. So he's just pretty much trying to get the kill on the Snorlax here. We do take that extra damage. Probably should have gone for rest, actually. That probably would have been better. Wake up. We do go for the Body Slam. Will it get the kill on the Victini? No, we get the paralysis, though. Now, I'm going to laugh so hard. I'm just going to let it go with this one. I'm going to laugh if a Scarf Snorlax can outspeed a paralyzed Victini. He gets paralyzed! Oh, no! And Victini goes down to the Snorlax, killed by Snorlax. That is hilarious. The paralysis came through. Oh my god. Scarflax for the win. Alright, so now what he could possibly bring in now is he could bring in the Gliscor. That's one option he could bring in now because we've knocked off his Toxicort before the toxic bullshit can start, so that was awesome. Obviously, he couldn't risk the Scarf Crook kill on his Escadrille, which is fine. He's going to bring in Toaster. So more likely he's going to try to go for... He takes that Spikes. He does not like that at all. So now he could either go for the Volt Switch, or he could go for something else. So at this point, is it even worth bringing anything else to possibly risk the Willow? It really isn't. I'm just going to go for a Body Slam here. At this point, he's going to go for Overheat. Okay, so he's pretty much just letting this thing go here. And it doesn't kill. It doesn't kill. What is going on? What is going on? What? We get a crit Body Slam. Scarflax here, people. Scarflax. We're going to go for another Body Slam here, try to get the kill on this Rotom, the Scarflax. Bringing it home, people. That crit, that was really unfortunate, though, because, I mean, like, I don't think it would have done it. Probably would have brought him to about maybe 40%, not 10%. He's going to go for a Volt Switch here. -2 special attack, that's not going to get the kill. He's going to go ahead and stop here. He's just letting me get Body Slam paralysis, which is fine with me. If he wants to go ahead and do that, that's fine. So he's probably going to bring in the Escadrille to try to take this hit, which is fine by me. I mean, if he wants to do that, be drilling him. Haha, be drilling him. More likely he's going to try to get rid of these spikes and rocks here. So I'm going to go for a Body Slam here. And the Body Slam is going to come down. And wow, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to go for a Body Slam. So he probably wants to go for Rapid Spin. So if Rapid Spin doesn't kill, I'm going to laugh. He's going to go for Iron Head. Okay, so he's just letting it go. Okay. Okay, that's cool. So Pancakes does go down, unfortunate, but yeah, that Life Orb is really taking his toll on him. So Snorlax is killed. Let's see. So Snorlax killed by Escadrille. Again, just very weird battling style, but you know what? Everyone each their own. Everyone each of their own. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Tapu Koko, because Tapu Koko will be I'm in love with the Koko. I'm in love with the Koko. We get that electrical surge running up again. So now I'm going to go ahead and just fire off a just fire off the hidden power ice. So it'll be neutral on the Escadrille, so he won't know what it is, which is fine by me. We do have speed. We go for the hidden power. It's going to be neutral. It's going to be like, oh, what is that hidden power? And Escadrille goes down. So Tapu, Coco kills Escadrille. I'm still banking on the fact that Kyurem is Scarfed. I've just got a feeling it's going to be Scarfed. So he's taken those rocks, he's taken those spikes, so he's really taken the heavy burden of these attacks. Like, he really is. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here. I'm expecting it to be Scarfed, otherwise there'd be no reason why he would bring it in here. But what move could he possibly go for that would... Okay, Bolt Strike like he did before, but he doesn't get access to any Poison type moves, so we should be fine there. But this will pretty much confirm that he's Scarfed. We do have speed, so that is not Scarfed. We're going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, and we are going to get the kill on the Kyurem Black. So Tapu Koko kills Kyurem Black. I'm curious to see what his plan was again for this thing. So he's going to go ahead and bring in Rotom. He's going to die to the rocks. So Skarmory gets another kill. Skarmory kills Rotom Heat by rocks. And then all he has left here is the Gliscor, and then that's it. So he does get that hit by the rocks, but we're going to go for a Hidden Power Ice, bring it home, maximum special attack, let's go. Maximum special attack, maximum speed for efficiency. And the match was forfeited. Okay, so he basically gave up here. We 6-0. Was that a 6-0? That was a 5-0. That was a 5-0. We did lose the Snorlax. But that was a 5-0, so, woo! Okay, so, good game to the Seattle Smeargles. This should pretty much cement our place in the playoffs, which is awesome. We're going to be a part of another PMC playoffs, which is absolutely amazing. But we do have another battle next week against the Bird, and I'm really worried about this battle because it is the Bird, he's the Word, he knows it all. And we got owned 5-0 last time, so he's hoping we don't get owned by 5-0. Maybe 4-0. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Stay safe, stay sharp, and I'll catch you guys all next time. Later!